Hi friends, it's Suzanne here from sunstampin.com. I'm a Canadian Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I want to welcome you to my weekly Wildcard Wednesday video on my blog and YouTube channel. The card designs I share today are a little more technique driven, but nothing too complicated. I also sell the products I feature in this video. I hope you enjoy my free video tutorial and would love to see you shop with me. For today's card, I'm featuring the stamp set Snow is Glistening. This stamp set is time sensitive and you will be able to purchase it on November the 1st. It is while supplies last or until November 30th. So it is, like I said, a time sensitive deal. So I'm trying to get as much use out of it as I possibly can. And you know what? This stamp set is gorgeous. Okay, moving on. I have my Stamparatus pages here, and what I did with this one is I laminated it. So it's an easy cleanup for me when I use my Stamparatus. And the nice thing is, because I like to stamp in the middle of my Stamparatus, I can use the grid marks on my grid paper to sort of line everything up. And then I will use my magnets. Thank goodness I got replacements recently. I have to keep them separate and apart. So here I am. I'm doing an old technique. Everyone probably recognizes this. It is using your ink markers to ink up your stamp and stamp with. So you're getting a multicolor impression of your stamp. So it's one of the things that sometimes, we forget to do because there's so many other techniques out there. And this one is just far too simple for sometimes, for us to use. But actually it worked really well in this case. So you can see that my marker is on the edge. I'm trying to ink the stamp set up on my edge of my marker, if that makes any sense. So I'm not straight down on it. I'm not coloring it like I would normally color, but I'm using the side. And I am sort of holding down a little bit. Now I had two different blues in this one. This was Pool Party and Balmy Blue. And then I'm making a second card. So this one, this blue was Bermuda Bay. And the other colors are the same. Pacific Point, Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, and Blackberry Bliss. And I am inking. Now, sometimes when it takes a while to color, I have heard people say to huff on it, but my markers are juicy enough that I don't have to huff or give the breath of life over top of that stamp to moisten the ink. I think it's just fine, actually, the way it is. But I'm also pretty quick, and I suppose it depends on where you live. So if you're finding that your ink is drying out on your stamp, then by all means give it the breath of life, which just means on it. You know what I'm talking about. All right, so now I'm using my soft suede ink for the tree trunk, and I'm just eyeballing it actually. Isn't that a very pretty tree? I quite like it. I was thinking about doing ombre. I was thinking about doing all in pink. Yeah, super excited about this. I think this might be my Christmas card to my clients. Don't tell anybody. Okay, so you can see what I did there. Use my embossing buddy. I inked up with Versamark ink. And yes, that is black embossing powder. So lovely to have a nice, crisp, black embossing powder again. So I fussy cut those joys out. And like I said before, if you are all set up with your stamp set on your Stamparatus, you might as well do one or two of the same cards. I'm going to mix it up a little bit, but it gives you an opportunity to have a couple different variations. And one of my variations that I'm doing is putting the joy on the top of the tree, and the joy in this tree is going to be in the middle. And I'm going to apply a metal snowflakes. They're called snowflake trinkets on the top of this tree and on the middle of the next tree. So you can mess around with it to please yourself. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. On screen are 2 more videos for inspiration. Click on the maple leaf for my blog, or click on me to subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching.